Hello and welcome to yet another photo shoot video. We're here with Lena again. We're here in my hometown, here in Hannover, Germany, and this is actually the second part to the first part, which was the analog photo shoot. This is the digital one, and we're here in the old town, which is slightly different from the previous one, but it'll be a quick one and also quite spontaneous as usual, since I have to catch a train in a few hours' time back to the Netherlands. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. So for this shoot, unlike usual, I'll be using 3 different cameras. I'll be using the Canon EOS R5, R6 with the same 28-70mm f2 and the 85mm f2.8. But I'll be using my vlogging camera, which is the Sony a7 IV with the 20mm f1.8, simply because I forgot to bring my wide-angle lens with me. So I'll just be using that focal length on my a7 IV to capture the wide-angle shots. So for the first spot, I was thinking if you could maybe just kind of lean over here. Now, because we're actually kind of in the middle of summer, the sun is actually really bright. And one point I would like to actually bring out is actually to watch out for where you actually direct your model to shoot into. Because not only that, you can actually introduce really sharp shadows underneath the eyes or the nose or the shin, things like that. But also because the sun is actually pretty strong, that it actually can blind the model or just forces the model to squint at times. So yeah, please do watch out for that as well. But of course, I'll be starting with simple basic semi-sitting pose. So just to, you know, warm up and relax. And I just find that this area just gives a really nice contrast to the outfit that the model is wearing. Then can we just switch to maybe the staircase? I was thinking of another full body shot, also kind of crossing the street. And of course, because it's summer, many people just like to enjoy themselves outside, and this place is actually no exception. So when you're actually photographing, regardless whether it's for commercial purposes or just for personal projects, things like that, do respect other people as well, because everyone else actually has the same amount of right to be there as you do. So just because you have big cameras on you doesn't mean that, you know, you can just occupy other people's space or occupy a certain space for so long. So just do keep that in mind and be considerate to other people as well. Close you can get to me. Yeah, great. Yeah, stick with this length. All right. Ready? Go. I need to be a bit more towards this side. Right here. Right. Just do one when you're actually not looking to the camera, but looking like kind of forward over there. And then the second run, look into the camera. So for this shot, even though it's an ultra wide, I am still using the f1.8 because I really love using shallow depth of field, even though you barely see it. But on a big screen that is not compressed by YouTube, you will be able to see slight blur, and it actually just put the attention on the model as well. Now, of course, I don't usually shoot bottom up, that it would actually distort the legs, thus making the legs kind of longer than they are actually in real life. But in the same time, it's also quite nice to actually play with certain angles and also just bring certain attention to the model, just with a different focal length and also with a different technique. Okay, yeah. Okay. I was thinking now maybe do a little bit of close-up, like simple leaning as you did before, but kind of like lean towards with your back here, and then yeah, I just kind of want to see the shirt. This is not full body, it's a little bit more than half body, but not full body. If I can get this up here. All right. Ready? 3, 2, 1. One more. 3. Yeah, I like it better when you bend. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that's great. Yes. No, I like it. Yeah, like that. Yeah, that's great. Actually, hold that pose. Yeah. Can you get closer? Yes, that's great. Yeah. Yes, that's great. Yeah. I was thinking, would you mind kind of like sitting on the edge over here? When I was a lot younger, I used to walk home from school, and I just really love how the streets actually lead up to the church. And I just thought, why not use this street a little bit, even though it's something that's normal to me, but I think it's a street that, you know, I don't really see it a lot in the Netherlands, this kind of color tones, this kind of architecture, and I just learned to appreciate the street much more, and that's why actually I'm using this location right now. Also, I think that the outfit that we picked for today is actually quite nice as well. It has a very nice kind of contrast and blend in the same time with the color tones of the location and the weather. That said, this is actually the second part to the first part photo shoot, which we shot with the AE1. Feel free to watch that as well. When shooting in this kind of location, it does look very easy, but because how everything is so unbalanced, it's hard to keep certain lines, you know, look balanced. So apart from just looking at the composition, also just really looking at each individual lines, that nothing is really poking out, because everything is kind of unbalanced, because this is an old town. Sometimes I do see certain lamp poles poking out from certain areas that I don't really want it to poke out, or I just see that if I try to balance the buildings, the street just looks not balanced. So it's also hard to actually try to find the middle ground where to actually draw the compromise line, that, you know, it's something I like to call it, you know, to make it look somewhat balanced with the ultra wide angle or semi-wide angle focal length. So yeah, just watch out for that as well. And especially when you're shooting with ultra wide angle lenses or just normal wide angle lenses, you will naturally bring in a lot of information into the frame, and you're actually leaving a lot of information in the background as well, especially in my case. So if you're shooting something that I'm shooting, I have to admit that I did forget about this at times, but I did bring certain information that I really wish I would have seen in the smaller screen. But in the same time, for the sake of time, and because I was actually in a rush to catch a train as well, I overlooked a certain spot as well, like certain car colors or certain types of construction materials in the background that actually seems a little bit annoying on the bigger screen. So yeah. Switch to this one. But just like in the more recent photoshoot videos, I am actually adding more and more pictures into my final slides. Of course, usually I would just pick 2 or 3, maximum 4, but because I got so much recommendations and suggestions that I actually should add in a lot more pictures into my final slides. So on top of my usual 2 or 3 images that I usually would pick out of a set, I'm just adding some other random ones as well. That's great, yeah. 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 Okay. would it be like if you just have the white top, but like the arms are not in the sleeves, just like your white top just covering, no, like use the white top as just a cover, but your arms are not inside the sleeve. Yeah. And then you're just kind of like standing in the middle, and then you're just kind of like swinging a little bit, so there's a flow of the top. Do you understand though? Yeah. Like you'd be standing here, and then it's just simple half a body swing. Right. I'm just waiting for the people to... So if you actually watch a lot of my photoshoot videos, this is actually a pose that I like to do with Camilla, another model that I love to work with in Thailand. She's a very talented model, but for some reason I actually never used that pose here in Europe. So I actually decided to ask Lena to do this kind of pose, and apparently both Lena and I didn't really implement it the way that I actually envisioned it in my head. But yeah, for sure I'll definitely work on this pose in some of the future photoshoot videos. It's a little bit too short, I understand. But yeah, but then...
It's really wavy.
Yeah. But yeah, then...
I can maybe try it with the black.
Yeah, sure.
If you want.
Yeah, definitely. Let's try. Yeah, actually that's probably much better. Right. Ready? Go. Yeah. It's a little bit loose, right? Let me just go a bit closer, then it's just not as... Okay. All right. Ready? Yeah. Okay. Just... Okay, then on my count, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that's great. Okay, I think we have it. So yeah, that's it for this photoshoot video, and Lena is really great as usual, and it was a really spontaneous one, and soon I'll have to catch the train to the Netherlands again, and yeah, I hope you can actually gain something or learn something from this photoshoot video. If you need a free photography guidebook, it's absolutely for free on my website. Just click and download, or if you have any questions, anything to share, also feel free to just comment down in the comment section below as well. Otherwise, I thank you all very much for watching. Stay safe, have fun shooting. Till next time, bye for now.